Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Arkham Horror, the card game on Tabletop Simulator. Continuing through Path to Carcosa. That's this right here. We are on the path to Carcosa. Last time we had a nice party. It was a fun time. We did well. We survived. It was all good. Got a bunch of info. And that's that. And then, oh yeah, we burned down the house and killed everyone inside. But, you know, that's just Arkham Horror. Echoes of the past. Your head throbs with a dull ache as you drive through the rainy streets of Arkham toward your next destination. The threat of the stranger looms in your mind, and you find yourself glancing often at your rearview mirror, expecting to see the expressionless visage of his mask haunting you. Instead, you see nothing but the misty, starless night and the deserted road behind you. Your thoughts once again wander, as they have often in the past few hours, to the King in Yellow and to the city of Carcosa and its inhabitants. What was the message hidden inside that awful play, the meaning within its madness? A lone detail worms its way to the forefront of your thoughts, one made apparent by the discussion you'd overheard at Mrs. Dumain's. It definitely used Mrs. and Miss, so I don't know what to think. Because look, right here. Look. Huh? Which one is it? It doesn't matter, she's dead. As stated, tonight's performance of the King in Yellow was not the first Arkham had seen of the foul play. There had been at least one other performance, directed by the same man, Nigel Ingram. There is one place in Arkham where records are often kept of important events occurring within the city, the Historical Society's Manor House in Southside. If there are any records of the previous show of the King in Yellow, the Historical Society may have held on to them. Perhaps there you will find answers to the questions that burn in your mind. We did interview Sebastian Moreau. You recall what Sebastian told you during the dinner party. The King in Yellow had come to Arkham several decades ago, long before the Ward Theater was built. According to him, it isn't surprising that few people remember. In fact, part of their goal tonight was to bring the King in Yellow to a wider audience. The Historical Society may have kept records pertaining to this earlier production, especially if it was followed by events similar to what has occurred tonight. Perhaps you can find some newspaper clippings or other articles describing what happened in the past. After you put entry hall into play, place a clue on it. Sounds good to me. Okay. Alrighty, continue to set up. While gathering the Midnight Mass Encounter set, only gather the 5 treachery cards. Okay. Randomly choose 1 ground floor, 1 second floor, 1 third floor. Remove those locations from the game. Okay. Alright. Okay. There's only 1 player in the game, so we're fine. Otherwise, we'd immediately spawn some enemies, so that's nice of them. We got the entry hall. We have it. Did I flee the dinner party? I didn't. Well, if I had, we would have gotten an additional action during the first turn. Alright, I think we're fine. Truth is hidden. Surprisingly, the front doors of the Historical Society's Georgian Manor are cracked halfway open when you arrive. Who else could be here at this hour? Do not add doom to this agenda during the Mythos phase. After 1 or more clues are placed on an enemy in play, flip those clues to their doom side. Oh, okay. Interesting. See, they're always doing tricky things. Race for answers. Each of the Historical Society's many rooms contains records and documents that may aid you in your search for answers about the King in Yellow. There must be something here that can guide you toward the truth. We'll see about that. Alright, so we need 2 clues. There's one right on the entry hall to start, so that's nice. Let's draw 13 cards. This gets ditched right away. Oh, this gets ditched right away. That's fine, that's fine. For events, we got elusive, backstab, elusive, drawn to the flame, ward of protection, storm of spirits. I like that. I think we'll be taking one elusive and the rest are going in. Which is very nice. Except that I don't have... my painted world. I don't have painted world. So I'm actually going to keep drawn to the flame. And I'm going to put this down. I can always grab this if needed. And we might get to that point. So that's it. Now, what I wish I had is... I have Lone Wolf. I don't have my Uncage the Spirits or whatever. So Rite of Seeking actually costs 4, which is hefty. This gets shuffled back in. Alright, but that's our start. We're playing Lone Wolf, of course. That costs 1. What do we got for investigating here? It's a 2. Yeah. 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 Alright, let's just, just play Unexpected Courage for 4 against 2. God damn it. Okay. I'm just gonna draw a card then. Think on your feet. Okay, fine. Then I get a resource, I get a card. There's Painted World, very nice. We don't place Doom, so it's a little tricky-dicky. This gets shuffled. And now we're gonna draw. Whispers in your head, dismay. Cannot commit skill cards to the skill test. I am fine with that. It does clog up my hand. But, you know. Yeah, whatever. There we go. It's fine. We'll live with it. Okay, I get a resource from Lone Wolf. Let's play Rite of Seeking. Oh, it didn't plop down the tokens, thank goodness. Okay. Then I'm going to second action play the use a charge. This is now 4 against 2 again. Jesus. That seems kind of cruel, to be honest. Go again, I guess bump it up 1 to 5 against 2. Alright, what is this nonsense? Alright, -0. We got a clue. Take a resource. Take a card. Dario. Yes, yes, yes. Get an encounter card. Cult Search. Search deck for cultist enemy and draw it. You got it. Just go from the top. There you have it. Plays on an empty location. When an enemy spawns on these locations, reveal it. Each enemy at this location gets +1 fight and +1 evade. He's a 4/1. And he, of course, gets a Doom on him. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. All right, so we don't need to kill him, but we probably want to kill him. We get a resource right away. I can't reasonably kill him as far as cheaply. Yeah. We need money. We need the fucking moolah. I don't have enough of it. I think let's just take $3. Done. And I get another one and I get a card. Now I have to discard something. Probably the shriveling, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Then we get an encounter card. Cultist enemy in play with Doom on it. Move all Doom from each cultist enemy to the current agenda. Well, that sucks. So now this guy's basically useless, and the damage has been done. Fuck you. Alright. Get another resource. Play Dario for 4. Exhaust Dario to get 2. And then play Shriveling for 3. Okay. And get one. Another Lone Wolf. Draw another encounter card. Another Acolyte. So let's put him here, I guess. While investigating this location, your intellect cannot be modified. Interesting. Alright. Now, technically, this will advance if we don't deal with this. But you better believe we're going to deal with that. I get a resource. We'll play Holy Rosary. Goes down by 2. We're going to move here. And then third action, we're going to shrivel this bastard. He's going to get all shrivelly. So this is 5 against 3. Those odds aren't actually phenomenal. But so be it. That's -1, I believe. Yeah. You did. You did, son. That's my turn. Resource, Star of Hyades. So we have to dump a random one. I would prefer to pick, but it shall be random. Elusive. Alright, good. That had the best odds, but I'm glad. Alright, and then this gets shuffled back in. Lovely. And we draw an encounter card. Descent into Madness. Surge, and if you have at least 3 Horon, you lose an action. I don't. False lead. If you have no clues, okay. Test intellect 4 for each point you fail by. Place one of your clues on your location. Tricky. Could get up to 5 intellect pretty easily, but that's not ideal. I don't know. I mean, maybe I would succeed. I'd have to spend 2 resources for a maybe. Or I could just spend this, take a horror, and spend 1 and just be done with it. And I guess let's just go with that. Copy the ward of protection. Put a horror on old Dario. Put it on the Holy Rosary. It's fine. Done. All right. Let's investigate with Right of Seeking. So this is 5 against 2. Plus 1, easy peasy. That's my first action. I didn't take a resource. Give me that. Now we will flip. You find a record kept by one of the Society's historians pertaining to the dreadful events surrounding the closing of an old theater in Arkham, the Cedar Playhouse. Though there is no explicit mention of the King in Yellow, you believe you're on the right track. The historian's notes are cut short, and there is a faded, handwritten page clipped to the final entry. This mauler is too ghastly for the public eye. I am placing the remainder of this record in the hidden library. All further inquiries should be done away from prying eyes, for this is a dangerous mauler, and not one to be researched lightly. Definitely says mauler. Or mallet, perhaps. For each revealed historical society location, add 1 clue to it. Okay. That's just up to its maximum. This is still at its maximum, so really just be this. Guess is okay. Mistakes of the past. Somewhere in the manor is a hidden library where you might be able to find more information about the King in Yellow. You must find the way in if you are to continue your investigation. Okay. Yeah. So I did 1 action. Let's do another Right of Seeking for a second action. 5 against 2. What is that? -2, we're fine. Yoink. Just go away. That was the second action. Third action, let's move back to the middle. Yeah. Resource, card. Another Dario. Encounter card. Fanatic. Spawns a reveal location with the most clues. After he enters play, move 1 clue from his location to him. And after 1 or more clues are placed on an enemy in play, flip them to their doom side. Which means that, again, if I don't kill him, the agenda will advance. At the same time, I don't get anything from killing him. It's just the fact that, you know, the agenda won't advance. At the same time, is that worth it? Can't stave it off forever. Not really worth it. And he has +1 fight and evade. If I had Storm of Spirits at the ready, I'd consider it, but as it is, I don't think it's worth my time. This gets dumped. I don't think it actually gets dumped because there are cards that can recharge it, so I guess it doesn't matter. I get a resource. We're gonna move up to the quiet halls. There's an action here where basically if you've been everywhere and there's no clues, you can spend an action to put a clue here. Second action, let's go here. While investigating here, your intellect can't be modified. That's actually pretty shit now that I lost... I'm out of right of seeking. I guess we're just gonna do 2 against 2. As simple as that. Ah, alright. That's another clue, and that's another advance. It's like easy mode. What am I doing? As you rummage through a desk drawer, you're startled when you hear a voice behind you. Excuse me, can I help you? You're relieved to find the voice belonging to a thin, elderly man wearing wide-rimmed glasses. A member of the Historical Society, no doubt. You explain to him that you're searching for a hidden library somewhere in the manor, though you purposely leave out why. He introduces himself as Mr. Peabody, the Historical Society's curator. I'll help you find what you're looking for, he explains, but only if you tell me what this is all about once we get there. You hope it doesn't come to that. Alright, we add 1 clue to each revealed Historical Society location. Which is, Yep. Whoop, yep, whoop. Choose an investigator to take control of Mr. Peabody and put the set-aside hidden library into play. Ooh, Mr. Peabody! There he is. I've definitely used that artwork. Alright, so he can soak a damage in a horror. Oh, he's an ally. No. Alright, see you, Dario. You can exhaust him to choose a location. Until he readies, that gets -1 shroud and gains the passageway trait. As if I'm supposed to just know what passageway means. Locations with passageway trait are connected to one another. Ooh. While an enemy is moving, this gains the passageway. Okay. We can just go into the hidden library? Oh, we need 3 clues. Once we're in the hidden library and we spend the 3. This building is very old and filled with all manner of secret passageways, Mr. Peabody explains. Perhaps one of them will lead to this library you're looking for. Maybe, Mr. Peabody. I get a resource and a card. We get an air counter. It's a fanatic. So there goes that. Oh, actually, it was supposed to trigger anyway, so this would trigger afterwards. So that sucks. So this gets removed. This gets removed. This gets flipped. A phrase in a language you cannot describe whispers through the building, and without warning, all the electric lights shatter at once. You light a nearby candle and continue your search. The building is quite different once plunged into darkness. Shadows and silhouettes dance along the walls. Crevices you hadn't noticed before draw your wary eye. What other secrets does this building hold? No, I can't allow that. This would have been, the deck would have been shuffled. It's only fair. It's only fair. Okay, so hold on, that got shuffled. Ransacking the manor. Though the whispering has ceased, the sounds of rummaging and furniture shifting is unmistakable. Whoever is here, they're searching just as thoroughly as you are. Okay, let's draw an encounter card properly now. Let's follow the proper procedure. Alright, Hunty Shadow. You must either spend a clue or take 2 damage. I'll take 2 damage, because I don't have a choice. We'll put 1 on Mr. Peabody. He'll get punched in the face. And then 1 there. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. My turn. I get a resource. We're going to investigate. Let's play Lucky Dice first. Oh, that replaces the Holy Rosary. Yeah. Yeah, that's worth it. Get out of here, Holy Rosary. You're done. My new best friend is Lucky Dice. Okay. So that was first action. Second action, we're going to investigate. 2 on 2. Okay. Let's spend 2 resources to redraw that. Alright. Well, that's still... that wasn't worth it. Okay. Now let's do another investigate. There we go. You know, we were just flushing out the bag a little bit. It all worked out. Alright, I get a resource. Draw a card. Ooh, the Spirit Athame. Athame. Can I get a pronunciation on this?
Athame.
Athame. Ooh, that's about as... That's cool. That's cool. Okay. That was that. Encounter card. Whispers in your head. Dread. Cannot move more than once each turn. Alright. I mean, we have to take it. Could be worse. Pretty much just dodging like fanatics and acolytes. We're dodging enemies. Alright. Let's check out the hidden library. I'm hoping there's 2 clues there that I can just draw into the flame and we can be done. So... we exhaust Mr. Peabody as an action. And we pick the hidden library, so it has -1 shroud, but that doesn't matter. Then as an action, we move there. Second action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Third action. We use Drawn to the Flame. So, get an encounter card. Whispers in your head, Doubt. You cannot play events. Alright. Doesn't matter to me. I get 2 clues. And then we spend those 3 clues. Not as an action, I assume. Nope, not as an action. There you have it. As you study the hidden library, you find a few pieces of information that stand out. As with the recent production, the previous performance of The King in Yellow came to Arkham from overseas, and was performed by a French acting troupe. You don't recognize any of the cast members' names, and of course the actor who played the role of the stranger is anonymous. However, it seems that a member of the Historical Society has done some of your work for you. There are several old newspaper clippings gathered together along with information about the play. Headlines include, Cedar Playhouse closes due to fire, experts baffled over freak floods, and the like. Hidden amongst this information, you also find a strange object, a clasp of onyx with an alien inscription. Alright, we can choose, this is an important discovery, we should take it. Or, it's just a silly trinket, and it would be wrong to steal from the Historical Society. Leave it behind. No, we're gonna take that. I mean, come on. It's clearly connected somehow. It's either important, in which case we should have it to save the world, or it's nothing, in which case the Historical Society isn't gonna miss it. Fuck the Historical Society. We're taking it. Resolution 1. We win. I love it. We'd rock that. There are no coincidences when it comes to the King in Yellow. There's no doubt in your mind that the object you found is important. You decide to take it with you before continuing your investigation. The last record you find related to the original production of The King in Yellow is a psychiatric evaluation of one Daniel Chesterfield, a stagehand who lost his wits after the final show. It seems he was admitted to the asylum after the production ended. Perhaps he's still there. We took the Onyx clasp. Whoop. Done. Mark conviction. Hell yeah, we're so convicted. Oh, it's a weakness. Uh-oh. Well, that's not what I wanted. Tattered cloak. That wouldn't have actually been... that wouldn't have been very good. Class of Black Onyx. It's a weakness. While it's in your hand, increase the cost of each other card in your hand by 1. Okay, but you can just play it for 1 to avoid that. Alright. We get bonus, no, we get XP. Okay. Okay. Remove. Yeah, okay. Nothing. All right, nothing changes there. All right. So this guy could have shown up, I guess. If we let this tick over. Oh, he couldn't have shown up for us because he was definitely already dead. So that's fine. But that possessed oath speaker would have spawned. Ooh. Oh, that would have led to a resolution as well. Okay. That's all good. We rocked that pretty hard, I gotta say. No complaints about my performance there. Like easy mode. Get out of here, Mr. Peabody. You served your purpose. Be gone. Uh, 38 is the right number, I believe. Yeah, because now we got this clasp. Yeah, alright. Okay. Let's roll right into the second one, or the next one. Delete all this shit. What? Why does it say that? First ability, skip the place. Oh. Yeah, okay. I see why they changed. They errated the text there to skip the place one doom on the current agenda step, because this says, do not add doom to this agenda during the mythos phase. Which means that if you did that literally, then the encounter step happens during the mythos phase as well. Which means that no doom would ever be added during the mythos phase. So, yeah, I see. I understood how they intended it, though. Alright, let's place Unspeakable Oath. Oh, we got more errata. Hold on. Errata every day. Oh, this was actually a 3-step errata. Yeah. Final bullet point in resolution 2. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. This one has 3-step errata. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I didn't even track how much bonus XP I was supposed to get. Did I get any? I think I got... No, I don't know if I got any, because clues kept on getting added. And I didn't kill anything. I don't think I got any. Truth be told. I'm gonna go with none. Alright. Scenario 4, the Unspeakable Oath. No. Skip to intro 2. Over the course of the next few days, you delve into the evidence you've collected, hoping to find any information regarding Daniel Chesterfield, a stagehand during the previous production of King in Yellow. As far as you can tell, he's the only surviving member of that production's cast and crew. The rest of them, that is, those for whom you can find any records at all, disappeared or died soon after opening night in a variety of fashions connected only by their morbidness. Freak accidents, suicides, vanishings. It would seem that Daniel's your only lead, if you are to investigate further. According to the records you found, he was admitted to Arkham Asylum many years ago. All documentation about Daniel's treatment seems to end there. You're unsure if he's even still alive. Perhaps he was cured and released. You were hoping to avoid this, but there seems to be only one way to find out. You collect your belongings and head downtown, towards Arkham Asylum. Dang, it took us all this time to get to Arkham Asylum. That's where the Joker is. As you enter the asylum, you stop to speak with the receptionist, though you feel your body urge to step deeper into the clutches of this madhouse. He gives you a confused expression as you tell him of the King in Yellow and of Daniel, but at your insistence, he pours through his file cabinet, eventually pulling out a stark white folder. Inside is a wealth of information about the patients admitted to the asylum. Medical records, psychiatric evaluations, and the like. You recognize a few of the faces as he flips through the pages. Daniel Chesterfield, yes? He is admitted under the special care of Dr. Mintz, but you can't see him. His level is restricted to staff only. You argue and insist to be let into the patient wing, knowing that Daniel must hold the key to understanding what is really going on. The receptionist gives a pitying smile and relents, nodding to the security guards nearby. Oh, of course, he says with all the honesty of a street peddler. I'll schedule a meeting for you with Dr. Mintz so you can speak with him about Daniel. These gentlemen will see you in. Relieved that you'll soon get the answers you seek, you are escorted into the patient wing of Arkham Asylum. Alright, I did not... I did not interview Constance Dumaine, unfortunately. If I had, we would have gotten a card, a courage asset. Oh, that you could put 2 sanity on. Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, got all those cards. Set each monster pile. No. 7 monsters, 7 lunatics. Yep, we got those. Right. Randomly choose 1 copy of Asylum Halls, Eastern, Western. Remove them from the game. Okay. All right. We can begin play at either one. And then we're going to add a -3 to the bag. Lovely. I did take the Onyx Clasp, so we're going to use Act 2 version 1. Okay. Yeah. Whoops, don't do that. Okay. Good. So the monsters and lunatics do not start in the encounter deck, which makes sense. Everything there shouldn't be monsters just showing up immediately. Let's start. So I can start either one. Let's start right in the middle. After you defeat a lunatic enemy here, draw a card. Alright. Locked inside. The patient wing of the asylum is far quieter and lonelier than you had expected. The hall reeks of chemicals and body odor. As soon as you're escorted inside, the doors behind you are closed and locked tight. Aside from the few patients giving you a wide berth, there aren't any orderlies or doctors around to speak with. Looks like you'll have to find Mr. Chesterfield on your own. And whoop. Alrighty, this gets shuffled. This gets shuffled. Draw 2 more. Okay. Let's see, events here. We got this. This. That's it. All right. I think we're taking Drawn to the Flame again because I probably want it. I'm gonna trust that I don't need this other stuff immediately. Putting emergency cash there seems sort of stupid, but it's mostly just to avoid me discarding too much. Although, I can dump both this and this. So I could take 1 more in, which... Yeah. Alright. It's fine. Okay, dokay. Let us begin. I'm gonna play that emergency cash. That bumps us up to 6. Then I'll play Dario. Comes down to 2. Then let's play the Rosary. Down to 0. The Rosary and the Dice, they both take up the necklace slot. I think the Rosary is better when I don't have much money. Lucky Dice become a lot better when I'm rich. So that was 3 actions, so that's it. Doom goes up by 1. Counter card, Straitjacket. There's no copy of Straitjacket, okay. It's a body slot and 2 hand slots. And you have to spend 2 actions to get rid of it. I guess. I can live with a Straitjacket for a little while. That's not a big deal. Oh, I was supposed to get a resource and a card. I forgot. Let's exhaust Dario to get 2 resources. Then let's head to the mess hall. After you successfully investigate the mess hall, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Great. Here's the problem. My investigating abilities aren't strong, but I do have Drawn to the Flame. So this is my 3rd action. Let's do Drawn to the Flame. Draw an encounter card. Roach Swarm. Okay, I mean, I guess I would assume asylums would have roach swarms. Kind of a bummer, but I do get 2 clues out of the matter. Complain about that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Then the roach hits me, so it'll hit Dario. I need 3 clues to advance. Hefty. I get a resource and a card. Ward of Protection, very nice. Doom goes up by 1, so this is going to advance. Speaking with the patients is proving more difficult than you had assumed. They eye you cautiously and refuse to answer any of your questions, backing away or fleeing if confronted. Either they're not used to guests, or something about you is causing them a considerable amount of distress. Some act like animals backed into a corner, and you think at any moment they might strike. Shuffle. Alright, so we're shuffling the lunatics in now. Then randomly choose an enemy from the monsters and place it beneath the act deck. Alright, put it there. Torturous Descent. The longer you spend in this hellish place, the more you want to leave. Already it has felt like days. You fear that if you are stuck here much longer, you'll become like the patients. A husk of your former self, unruly and dangerous. Draw that encounter card. We got a mad patient. Spawns in the nearest asylum halls. Alright, that would be this one. He doesn't hunt you. Or she doesn't hunt you, I guess. But, you know, he exists. He's there. He's alive. And we've got this little issue here. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna backstab the roach swarm. Because otherwise I'd have to just punch it, which would be very tricky, or play the spirit Athame, and then fight it twice. And this is exhausted after you do it once. So it's just not a good option. Alright, let's just play backstab. First action, so that costs 3. This is 4 against 2, which isn't great odds as it is. So let me play Unexpected Courage. I really don't want to fail on this. So that's 6 against 2. See? That's why we did that. You did. Alright. Second action. Oh, we can't enter the kitchen. That should be that then. Well, now that's annoying. I think we probably take a moment just sort of right ourselves and prepare. Try and get Lone Wolf going. So second action, draw a card. Uncage the soul is okay. Third action, draw a card. Narrow escape. Then I get a resource and a card. Painted world is okay. Not what we're really looking for, but it's okay. Doom goes up by 1. Draw an encounter card. Can't move more than once each turn. Do I want to cancel that? There's a lot worse stuff in the game to cancel. I mean, I have 2 cancels now, which is nice. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, my turn again. Oh, I couldn't even have played the knife because of the straitjacket. Alright, my turn. Let's draw a card. It's nice to have, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Don't have a good way of dealing with this guy. Whoa, I need a shriveling or another backstab. This is shit. Shit. Spend 2 actions to dump this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get a resource and a card. Another Dario. Fuck. This deck. Alright, I have to dump shit. So dump this. And dump Dario, I guess. Alright. Doom goes up again. As we're fucking about. I should just evade this person. Okay, now we've got 2 of them there. You got an answer for that, Mangg? I have to move and evade twice. Boy. Oh, boy. That's 4 against 3 each time. That's not good. Buff one of them, but still. I'll have to pay to buff the other one as well. But even then, I have to end my turn there, so they'll just... it's not good, man. This isn't good. They're blocking my way. Alright, screw it. Let's just keep farming. I'm gonna exhaust Dario to get 2. I'll spend the other 2 to get rid of this. Get a card and a resource. It's another painted world. Damn, man. Goes up to 3. Counter card. Ooze and filth. +1 shroud for this round. Draw a card. Backstab's good, but, you know, this isn't good. This isn't good. Exhaust Dar to get 2 resources. Draw another card. Okay, Right is Seeking. That's good. I get a resource and a card. Got a lot of painted worlds here, man. And the problem is, I have to just start canceling treachery just for the sake of canceling treachery. Alright, let's dump Narrow Escape. Dump Spirit Athame. And dump, oh boy. Dump the Ward of Protection, I guess. Technically, the Painted World is better than having the Ward of Protection. In a way. Okay. Yes. Another Doom. Counter card. Commit skill cards to skill tests. Honestly, it's not even that bad. So, it's not worth it to cancel. Okay. I'm still not in a better position, and I don't know what I'm really looking for as a car in a car. I'm looking for Lone Wolf, but at this point I have enough money to just do streetwise enough times. Just continue to evade. So I guess let's just move here. And then we're gonna evade both of them. So spend 2. This is a 7 versus a 3. Alright, so that's a success. Spend 2, 7 versus 3. Alright, it's a success. I could draw a card, but I don't want to, because I got too many cards as it is. They're both there, but they're just gonna pop back. That just means they don't attack me this turn. I get a resource and a card. Storm of Spirits. Oh, I can actually kill him next turn. That's good. That is good. So let's dump... Boy. Dump Lucky Dice, I guess. It's a shame. And dump, I gotta say, I think I'm gonna dump a Painted World. Like, it's just... It is what it is. Okay. Another Doom. Another encounter card. Gift of Madness Misery. Cannot trigger action abilities on locations. And you can get rid of it by taking a monster enemy and putting beneath the act deck. I don't like that. I don't like any part of that. So let's play Painted World as Ward of Protection. Costs 1, and I take a horror. And you're gone. Okay, that's it. Then we're gonna play Uncage the Soul along with Storm of Spirits for free. Alright, so this is a 5 against 2. What is that? The amount of horror on me. Okay, so it's a -1. They're both dead. Good day to you. Since I killed them here, I get to draw a card. It's an elusive. All right. Then let's head over to the yard. Gets +1 shroud for each horror on you. There's no clues here. You can take a damage to incite a fight amongst the patients. That seems beneficial. This is my third action now. We're gonna... Let's investigate. Just straight up. Using streetwise for a 5 against a 2. Easy peasy. That's 3 clues as far as my mind can count. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Turning a corner, you nearly bump into a nurse with light brown hair and sharp features. You tell her about the violent patients and the strange things you've seen, but she doesn't listen. When you inquire about Daniel, she informs you that he is a patient of Dr. Mintz and that he resides in the secured basement level. Unfortunately, she refuses to let you into that area of the asylum. Okay. So we can use strength to intimidate her into giving you the keys. We can use dexterity to steal the keys. Or we could use intellect to persuade her to give us the keys. Or we can just knock her over and grab the keys, but we take them by force. That's really a last resort. So yeah, we're definitely gonna try to steal the keys. We'll do streetwise to bump it up by 3, so that's a 7 versus 4. Got a +1, so we definitely have stolen the keys. Daniel is somewhere in the secured basement where the most dangerous patients are kept. Now that you have the key, you can explore this area of the asylum. Okay. Find the patient confinement location with Daniel Chesterfield. Alright, so we're definitely... So this should have been here. Well, I mean, it should have been here. But now it's here. Yeah. Okay. Good, 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 good. That was the end of my turn. These are gone. I get a resource and a card. Doom goes up to 6, so it's getting a little dicey. I definitely like to be in the basement hall by next turn. Encounter card. Walls closing in. Test willpower X, where X is the shroud value of your location. Take 1 horror for each point you fail by, or put monsters under the deck. Okay, this shroud value is only a... It's a 1. It's a 1, because it gains +1 or whatever when you're investigating it. But by default, this is just a 1. So, 5 against 1. Is this nonsense? -1. Alright, get out of here with that. Alright, let's just move here, move here. Okay. And then move here. After the basement hall is revealed, put the 4 set-aside patient confinement locations into play. Okay, that would be, these. Are these randomized? Let's assume they are. And let's get our, There you go. See, it's all connected. Nice. Okay, and these all say, as an additional cost to enter, you have to spend a clue. Which means... trouble. Yes, definitely means trouble. Okay, that was my turn, though. So I get a resource and a card. We finally found shriveling, that's nice. But Doom is going to tick over. In the back of your mind, a force beckons. Have you seen it? It calls to you. Glimpsing something in your peripheral vision, you turn and find a familiar symbol peering back at you wherever you look. It is etched upon the doors, drawn on the walls, painted on the patient's canvases. You cannot escape it. Alright, take an enemy from... Take an enemy from the monster stack and shuffle it into the encounter deck. Okay. And Constance Domain would spawn, but fortunately we killed the entire fucking lot of them, so I feel good. His domain. Flee. Flee while you still can. When you would place an enemy beneath the act deck, shuffle it into the encounter deck instead. Okay, and that's 8 is the new number. So overall, not too bad, but now we draw an encounter card. Gift of Madness, Pity. Cannot attack lunatic enemies. I'm fine with that. All right, our turn. So we need clues. This is a Shroud of 4, which is kind of hefty. But imagine if I get one clue here and then I just find the right location on the first try. That would be juicy. So let's... Yeah. Okay. Let's exhaust Dario. 2 resources. Play Rite of Seeking. Which costs 4. So that's 2 actions. And then we'll investigate. 5 against 4. Those odds are not spectacular, I gotta say. Yeah, that's a failure. Okay. Get a resource and a card. Another Rite of Seeking. Well, then I can sort of burn through it. That lone wolf, holy shit. I mean, I finally went a scenario without it, but ugh. Ugh. I mean, what else are you going to do? You could just burn through your deck, I guess, in desperate search of it, but that doesn't seem the wisest way to go about it. This is done. Doom goes up by 1. Draw an encounter card. Yellow Sign. Test Willpower 4. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for a madness and draw it. That's not good. That's not good at all. Also, I needed to drop down a card. Let's dump Storm of Spirits. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I could just... It's fine. Yeah, fine. 5 versus 4. Perfect. Done. Get out of here. Okay, very good. Our turn, we're gonna Rite of Seeking. 5 versus 4 again. Okay, Rite of Seeking again, 5 versus 4. There you go. All right, we got the clue. That was my second action. So third action, we're gonna move and spend this clue. We gotta pick the right one. This one feels off on its own. That's got to be the magic one. No. All right. As an action, you can test strength 2 to release the patient here from his bonds. If you succeed, he howls like a wolf and tears off through the basement. Remember that you released a dangerous patient. Okay, that could be beneficial. I get a resource and a card. Ooh, uncage the soul. That's good. Let's dump elusive. Doom goes up by 1. Encounter card. Dance of the Yellow King. There are no lunatics, so drew a new one. Sent into Madness. If you have at least 3 aura on you, lose an action. And it has Surge. Walls closing in. Oh shit, this is bad. Because the Shroud here is 5. So now we're in pretty shit territory. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot I can do about it, so I guess it is what it... I mean, I could cancel it, but taking a horror isn't really the end of the world for me. I can take 9... I can take a 9 total horrors, so it's fine. And I have the Holy Rosary, so let's just do 5 versus 5. Elder Sign, baby. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Okay. Let's, it's a clue, you know, it's right, the clue is right here. It's juicy. Otherwise, I'd have to go all the way back up here. And then end my turn there to take a horror and gain 2 resources. Which isn't terrible. Admittedly, there are worse things I could do. Yeah, that is a better idea. Alright, I'll move here. And then I'll do the last rite of seeking. So that's 5 against 2. Success. I get the clue. This will go away. I take a horror. And I get 2 resources. Then I get another resource and a card. Draw into the flame. That's excellent. We have to dump a card. I'm going to dump Rite of Seeking. Trust me. You gotta trust me. Doom goes up by 1. We get an encounter card. Beast of Aldebaran. I thought Aldebaran was destroyed by the Death Star. Alright, it's massive. It's terrible. This is a monstrosity. We're definitely gonna be doing some shit. In fact, let's play Think on Your Feet with our Painted World, which costs 1, and whenever an enemy would spawn on our location, we just get to move. How about a free move and get the fuck away from that? Alrighty, good. Grand. Excellent. Now we're gonna choose again. Alright, it's definitely this one. Oh! Daniel's cell, baby. So I'm in it. After it's revealed, advance to Act 2B. When you enter a cell, you find Daniel huddled in a corner of the room, sobbing and rocking back and forth on the ground. No mask. No mask, he stammers over and over. You help him to his feet and try to console him, telling him that he's not crazy, that strange events have been occurring throughout town ever since the King in Yellow returned to Arkham. It's Nigel, he exclaims, gripping you tightly. Nigel made us speak his name. He made us speak the oath, and now he lives inside us, controlling us. Don't you understand? He rambles on. We spoke his name, and the price was paid. Haster. Haster. Oh, King. You believe you might understand more about the situation if you can calm him down, but you'll have to get him out of this asylum if you're to accomplish that. Okay, so we get to take control of him, we shuffle the discard, and each, okay, so this goes in here, this goes in here. Okay. With or without Daniel, you have to get out of this place as soon as you can. We need to perform 4 of the following. Distract the guards, recall the way out, resist a dangerous patient, incite a fight amongst the patients, set a fire in the kitchen, know the guards patrol. That's a lot of things to do in 5 rounds, with this bastard on my heels. Huh. Okay. When you take horror, if at least one of that horror is not assigned to Daniel, take 1 damage. Okay. Shit. That was my first action. Do another 2 actions to get here, because this is something I can do. Yeah, it's gonna get a little dicey here. That gets a little tricky. Inciting a fight amongst the patients, that happens here, right? Set a fire in the kitchens. That's going to happen here. I'm doing this thing here. I have to assume that there's going to be something in the garden. So my best odds are, once I do this thing here, we use elusive to go to the mess hall. Then we enter the kitchen, do that there. Then go all the way to the yard, maybe with another elusive, although I don't think I have one. Start a fight there, and then go into the garden and hopefully do something there. And then that'll be that. So we just have to get lucky. As always. Okay, so that was my whole turn. We take a resource, draw a card. Curse of the Blast, Clasp of the Black Onyx, everything costs 1 extra. That's livable. That's livable. Okay. Doom goes up by 1. Draw an encounter card. Great. This is 5 against 5. I think that's a -1. The amount of horror on us. So it is -1. Okay, so I take a horror. Or throw in another monster enemy. I'll take the horror, that's fine. Okay, good. That was solid. Alright, so now we do this thing. Strength 2. My strength is 2. So... It's nothing I got to boost that whatsoever. I can dump Backstab, but that would be a bad idea. I could dump Shriveling. Also kind of a bad idea. Although, truthfully, I don't know how much combat I'm going to do if I'm super efficient. Let's dump Backstab. So this is a 3 versus 2 test. What is this? -1. Perfect. Alright, so we released the dangerous patient. That was my first action. Second action. No, not even an action. We're going to play elusive. Which costs 3 thanks to Clasp of Black Onyx. And then we move to a reveal location with no enemies, which is here. That was a fast action. Second action, we're going to move into the kitchen. Okay, if there's no clues here, we can do a willpower test. So, third action then will be to investigate. And we will do spend 2 for streetwise. So this is 5 against 2. That's a -1, so that's the clue. Good. Alright. Good. Get a resource, get a card. Finally, Lone Wolf comes up. It's almost like not even worth it at this point. Right. Okay. Yeah. Doom goes up to 5. I draw an encounter card. Cannot trigger. Oh, that's pretty bad. I have to take it because I don't have another painted world and this is sitting there now, but I'm gonna have to get rid of that immediately. Okay, so I'll spend an action to get rid of this. So this goes away. And this says... Okay, so this gets shuffled into here, which is fine. I probably won't see it. That was first action. Second action, we're going to do the willpower test, 5 against 2. That's passed, so we've set a fire in the kitchen. It's 2 out of 4. Then we move twice to get to here. Take a resource, draw a card. Another Shriveling. Doom goes to 6. Draw an encounter card. Screeching Byakhee. Okay. We ended up definitely seeing that monster card. So that's annoying. I don't have Think on my feet. Yeah, I don't have any way to avoid this or move away. If I had taken the time to draw this back, that would have been fine, but that would have been amazing. But yeah, my hand got so clogged just looking for Lone Wolf. Shitty luck. Okay. We'll just have to evade him. First action is going to be to evade this. So we're going to spend 2 resources to bump this up to a 7 versus a 3. +1. Evaded. Second action, I'm going to move here. Third action, I'm going to take a damage to incite a fight. That's the end of the turn. Dump Lone Wolf. Okay. Both the Lone Wolves stacked on top of each other in the last 5 cards. You gotta love that. I haven't taken any horror recently. Not since I picked up Daniel, I don't think. Not enough for it to matter, either way. Alright, this guy gets righted. This goes to 7. We're gonna be cutting it close. Ball's closing in. Alright, willpower, 5 against 1. That's like a -1, yeah. Okay, no problem. Alright, moving to the garden. Okay, this can work. We can do this. We just have to not fail 2 tests. So first test is an investigate to try and get this. We're going to spend the 2 clues, so we're at 5. We're going to dump... I could just play Drawn to the Flame instead. No, yeah, I could. Yeah. This would put me at... Puts me at 6 against 3. The odds are really good that I succeed. Whereas I could get some encounter card that fucks me over pretty good. Because if I get like Ancient Evils, I don't even know if it's in the deck. No, I don't think it is, but there could be something. I don't know. It just, that's iffy. Whereas the odds are pretty good in my favor here. Yeah, let's not. I may rewind time and change this, but let's not. Yeah, 6 versus 3. All right, -1. We got the clue. Step 1 is done. Oh, I had to discard that. All right, then the final action, third action. It's a Dexterity 2 test. I can't do streetwise. So I have to just do a 5 versus a 2. Motherfuck. Motherfuck! It wouldn't have changed anything except... No, I mean, ultimately it wouldn't have changed anything because... I would have avoided the first skill test, but then the encounter card probably would have involved a skill test. So that first count, the -1 would have come up during the encounter. Look, I'll show you. Young psycho. Oh no, the young psychopath wouldn't have. I would have just accepted it and taken the opportunity attack. So then I would have gotten -1 for the dexterity thing, and then I would have won. Motherfuck. That's so shit. These razor thin margins I'm operating on. Yeah, I was so fucking close. Or maybe I wouldn't have been. Oh no. I would have needed another action. Because you have to be on the garden and spend an action to resign. Alright, then the fair is fair. I wouldn't have made it. Damn, that's so thin. Of like, turn-wise. I mean, that's 15, 17 turns. And I wasted multiple turns just desperately looking for Lone Wolf. That's really what did me in. If I had started with Lone Wolf, I think we would have been perfectly fine. Shit. Alright. So we are... The walls close in, your vision blurs, they're screeching in your ears. You're grabbed and cannot fight back. You call for help, but nobody comes to your aid. You look for a way to escape, but instead you see the pallid mask of the stranger staring back at you. Around every corner, behind every door, staring at you through every window. That mask. That damned mask. Or perhaps it is you who wears the mask. Alright, we're defeated. Investigator fee. Dr. Mintz, the patient, has been medicated and is ready to see you now. Nurse Heather opened the file on the desk nearby, taking a moment to review the patient's records. Any changes in the patient's condition? Dr. Mintz asked in a monotone voice. Alright, that wasn't monotone. A formality. Both knew the patient was beyond repair. None. The patient's delusions remain, demanding to speak with the warden, claiming they were only guests, and rambling about that play that aired the other night, The King in Yellow. And their other crimes? The incident in the theater? What about 1452 Atlantic Avenue? They believe they were attacked and were defending themselves. Her voice was thick with pity. What could have caused somebody to snap like this so quickly? None of the patient's records showed any prior history of mental instability. Can you make any sense of it, Doctor? Who could? Dr. Mintz sighed and stood, grabbing the file from his desk. My job is not to understand, it is to cure. Perhaps my experimental procedures will prove fruitful on this one. The nurse winced and felt goosebumps in her arm. She knew how his procedures would turn out, and she doubted it would prove anything. Each investigator who's defeated is driven insane. If there's not enough investigators to continue the campaign is over, and the players lose. That's it. That's the end. We didn't even make it halfway through. What the fuck? Yeah, it's brutal. I was so close. I was at the fence. Okay. That sucks. we're gonna keep going, but to be perfectly in balance and fair, I'm gonna personally start the campaign over from fresh on my own and get back to this point, and then we'll pick it up from here and keep going. So I might make different decisions. This might be a little different. I don't know exactly what will happen. But I want to show you the rest of a campaign at the very least. That would be a sad ending point, but that's how a campaign could end. You don't always get to go to the second last scenario. So, all right. Bummer. So close. I was like trying to climb over the fence and I got grabbed and fucking lobotomized. Bummer. All right, my name is Mangg. Game you watching has been Arkham Horror, the card game. See you fine folks in the next part.